Hey everyone, sorry this December video is very late on the scale of when I wanted to get it done, and I apologize immensely. So you will pretty much have back-to-back videos. So you're getting your December and you will get your January. So this is what the end project of the Happy Garden Spring Quilt that we started off as 82 by 98. Mine ends up at 82 by 100, and I think that's just because I had to adapt the border just a little bit. So I was a little short of this beautiful directional fabric, so I literally took inspiration from the whole quilt project itself and had to fill in a few of the border corner like gappy bits. So hopefully you still like it. I think it turned out well. Sometimes these things happen for a reason, and I'm just happy the way it turned out in itself. So you can see from the overhead camera here, there was a couple of piecing that I had to do. I didn't really think too much about it. I just put the pieces together. I just wanted to look kind of mumble jumbled, and no really rhyme or reason, just the way the pieces were. So there was a couple of the sections that needed to be filled out. That corner turned out absolutely beautiful right there, and then of course this one and this one. So some were a little bit bigger than others, but I think it turned out okay nonetheless. So hopefully the winner, whoever they may be, insert name here, is happy with the result, and we're okay to to move on to backing, batting, and how they would like it quilted up. So here, I'll try and show. That was just a quarter. I'm going to try and show you a bit more of a half of it ish sort of thing. It turned out amazing. I love the dark blue little border sashing in between, and of course hopefully when I get it clamped up, I'll be able to the boys will be able to insert a full photo of what this actually looks like, because it's just too big to actually. I think I took pictures of it out on the lawn, so you'll be able to see in there. Okay, so that is a very beautiful, fun project, and I'm happy that it turned out so well. And we definitely utilized some fabric I probably didn't know quite what to do with in the shop, but then there's some of my favorite fabric in there too, as you can tell, that yellow fabric there, and of course the polka dots and stuff. But yeah, so I'm very happy the way it turned out, and hopefully the winner is as well. All right, so that's how I broke down that project to be 100 by 82, and it was also a very free and fun pattern to do, and definitely I could use it again. Those are the ones that I wouldn't mind doing on another list. Like same with the carpenter's wheel. I wouldn't mind doing that as well, like, because it's pretty easy and basic to show out, and it's relatively quick enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, so definitely a redo. So that's that project finished. Thank you. And we're moving on to the next one. So this one is via the Quilt system at the studio. The pop bought this for me, I don't know, 16 or 17, I can't quite remember. And I have not used the Blazing Star wall hanging cutter yet. So it actually is here. You can see by the overhead. Let me do. It has 3 different sections. There's an A, a B, and a C, minus all the fluffies in between. So it is going to look very similar to this, but we're going to do it as in 30 blocks, and we will see whether we like them with the sashing in between, or we're going to put them together, and we'll gauge that on the next video. So on January's video, we'll decide what we want to, how to lay out these blocks. Okay, they're going to be super cute, and I kind of like them being together without the sashing. We can always build out borders after, but we'll see. It's going to be your guys' vote, okay? So be prepared. So there's A, B, and C. So these are the cutters here, turned over on this side. And then when we go to place our fabric, it's very specific at how it wants you to lay your fabric, depending on whether you're using like B medium and your B dark, your C medium, your C dark, because that always forms what your pattern you got going on right here. So what we need to cut now is, I believe it was the B. I think that was what it was. Hold on, I had it stacked here. And if it says all upward facing fabric, you need to make sure you're cutting your fabric so it is all, you know, upward facing, okay? Because that's what's going to utilize that cutting tool the most. Okay. All right. So I did cut strips to make sure it was going to fit all the way across. I just want to make sure that was actually what I needed to cut was the B. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're going to lay it on top of the cutter. Okay. Just like that. So we want to make sure those are getting cut out because they're going to be the same, the exact same. We want to make sure they're the exact same that we need for the piecewise for our block, okay? And then we take our tray, which has been very well used from quite a few projects, okay? And we're just going to lay that right on top and then run it straight through, okay? Okay. Don't always have to do back again, but this gave me a little bit more room on this side to be able to do this. So take and we peel these back. Okay. Move this to the other side. Okay. Okay, hold on, let me get that. Right. Okay, sorry about that. Phone doesn't ring for days and then all of a sudden rings off the hook. It's just the way it is. All right, so once we line those pieces up that we got cut, that we need to get cut for that piece section, and you really have to pay attention, especially when you only have a one-way fabric. If you've got like solid, which it could go either way, it doesn't really matter, you're kind of a little bit lucky with your cuts. So when you have stuff that's directional, or, you know, definitely you have to lay it down in a certain direction to make sure you're making that right cut, okay? I know it's going to be tricky, but well, we can do it, we can do it. So this will be a fun cutter. It is going to be a fun block when it comes to the end of the project for sure. It's going to look really nice. I think I have about 62 by 75 without any sashing or borders or anything like that. So that'll be 5 across and 6 down. And I do really like the colors I have chosen. So that was one of the colors or fabrics there. Let me get the bolts out here. I was all prepped for the next video. Okay. So here is the mountain fabric. And then here's that very, very light, almost minty pale green. Okay. And then we have a nice purple. And then we have a lovely like denim with a white bird on it. And then of course for my background, I have chosen black. Okay, so those are some really pretty colors together. I think it's going to look amazing. The way I have it like envisioned in my mind, because this is something that, you know, I'm kind of creating on my own. They have you giving you details to make a wall hanging, but of course we're going to make a big quilt out of this blazing star pattern. So, and there's also a video you could watch too at quilt.com, I guess, if you wanted to, on how to maybe use this or how to put this block together. But so far I kind of figured it out. It's all right. You know, it's going to be okay. I'm trying to think if we did the sashing in between, would it be a different color? I think maybe a gray or something like that, or maybe even like another purple. We may have to look into that. We'll see how it goes. I really want to kind of be just fun and creative with this project, and and have fun along the way. You know, this is the new adventure for 2021, and you know, we just have fun. Do the best we can and have some fun and make some pretty projects. You know, like we have fabric here, and we have stuff that we can play with, and we can put all sorts of kits together. And this one, the Blazing Star, I think is a pretty one. I like the way it's cut using this one too. We plan on doing other stars throughout the year as well. So because stars are going to be my favorite. So I don't know, I'm very happy with it so far. It also shows you how to do a swirling center seam. So I'll show you how to do that on the January's video at the end, the bottom of one of the blocks. So I just want to thank everybody so much for partaking in our guild and hanging out with us, and you know, just enjoying your time with us, because we enjoy having you with us, and we really appreciate every single one of you. So this has been a fun project and free, and of course there was two different colors here. There was like an orange and a pink, or orange and a red combination that also was very pretty. I'm happy, very, very happy the way this turned out. I was very upset, and I even went and looked on the website for more fabric of this, but because the line was 2016. I couldn't find it, but that's okay. I adapted and I moved on. I still was going to use it. I didn't want to replace it because that was one of the really the inspiring features of this quilt project was this border fabric. So sometimes it starts with something in the middle, and sometimes it starts with the outside, and this was what I could do as a nice big thick border, because I just loved all the birds and the beautiful flowers and the colors combination of it, you know, yellow and greens and blues, like really, so, and oranges. So I did adapt for the border, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, hopefully the winner is as well, and it turned out very large, 100 by 82. So very nice, very nice. And I think some more of this blue fabric for the binding. If not, it'll just be black. Okay, so thank you everybody for, you know, hanging out with us and partaking in our guild membership site, and just watching all these videos, and I appreciate your feedback. All right, we'll see you in the first week of January. Big hugs. Hope you like the new project.